Shout out corner time. So I'd like to say thank you to Ayama Moskov Jr., Ali Salman, Karim Mustafa, Martin Flores, Islam Shaikh, Bak J, KOF TDH Combo, Kaneki Ken, Yuri Friend UIU, Helen Tat, and Leo Lash MLBB. Thank you for the comment. So please subscribe. 70% hasn't subscribed yet. Subscribe on the red button on your right, and like, comment, and hit the bell icon for further notifications about this channel. And let's start. Hi guys, this is 2300 Gaming again, bringing you another KOF All-Star content. So right now, we have the strongest big boss out there. So I'm gonna show you what he has. Stacks damage when chilled, stacks up to 50, and significantly increases defense of fighter. So you want a defense fighter here. So you want a chilled, a unit which gives chill damage, and significantly decreases defense when attacking a frozen boss. So when he's frozen, it's gonna get more damage, and then the problem is the PG gain is gonna be slow, and the boss will be using special attacks at a certain point. So the most important thing is the PG gain. You're slowed down the PG, it slows down, okay? It will not cancel out just like the Chizuru event. So the Chizuru event, she drains PG, but this one slows down the PG, okay? So it takes time for you to gain PG, and for me, I've tried 3 attempts already. I'm gonna show you my experiment, what I've researched upon while doing this. So the PG gain cards, the Yuri set, Terry Bogard set, the Ryo set, Tekken set are not applicable here in this game. I even tried one of the bronze unit. I'm gonna show you my experiment here. So right now, as you can see, the very vital that you would need is Kula. Lovely Kula is the very important character that you would need in the first team, because she's giving chill and she freezes the enemy. So it meets the 2 criteria that he wants, that the game wants. And then she's purple as well and gives attack and defense to your purple fighters. And who are the purple strongest fighters there? Nameless. Nameless can be put here, and Orochi can be put here, and he has a long PG as well, the Marokare. So he can be here as well. He's only awakened level 1, but I'm just gonna show you what they can deal if you put, like, first I'm gonna put the Yuri set. I have a Yuri set, I have a Ryo set. So I'm gonna put the Ryo set on so the second team, just Ash, Gonitz, and who's this one? Katsura. But I'm not gonna be using them. I'm just gonna use the first team first on the run, so that you will see how the run goes, okay? So to prove my point that the PG gain will not give you anything, okay? Because the problem is, if you see, I'm gonna put the PG cards here. I'm gonna put the Yuri set on Nameless, because the thing is, like, the innate skill of the Yuri set is gives defense %. So Nameless is a defense unit, so he will benefit with this one. And Orochi is a balance type, so I'm gonna put the Ryo set on Orochi. And I'm just gonna be setting up this Ash Crimson set, like, later on. I'm just gonna set up that, like, the Kaya set on him, and then that's the Mad Tea Party and the Yuri set here. I'm just gonna put it here. I'm not gonna be using them. I'm just showing you guys. I'm gonna be showing you the first team up above, okay? So you need the 3 criterias. You need to freeze the enemy, it gives additional damage. You need to chill the enemy, it gives additional damage, and color advantage as well, purple. And if it's a defense type fighter, which is like purple, it gives a lot more damage. Okay, so Nameless, they're looking for Nameless. So sorry about this. My cell phone is a little bit, like, getting laggy, iffy. So I need to go back. So I'm gonna be starting now. So yep. So Yuri set on Nameless and the Ryo set on Orochi. That's what I put here on this first run, okay? I'm gonna show you the damage that they're gonna be dealing, and I'm gonna be showing you how many times that they do their super. So with this, even with the PG gain, they can only do like 1, maximum 2 supers. Just imagine here. So you need to control Kula. Why? Because Kula has that ice coffin. It needs to hit that enemy so that the damage is really high. So once she's awakened, spam all of your skills here. See, he's getting frozen and he's getting stuck in the middle with the ice coffin, and with the innate freeze core effect of Kula, he gets frozen for a bit, and then the damage would probably more, it will increase more. Okay, the problem is the trade-off. If you're putting like a Rio set or the Yuri set on two of your fighters here, you're lacking CP. Okay, even though they're casting, you see, they're casting their supers one each. Okay, even you're sacrificing damage for PG gain, which is technically in this match, in this boss, like the Immortal Typhoon, the PG gain is really slow. Okay, PG gain cards would not affect your, like, the momentum of your run. Okay, so that's it. It's just 22 million damage. Okay, with the Yuri set and the Rio set. Okay, I advise you keep Kula. If you have Rimiruru, if you're in the Samurai Showdown, Rimiruru can be a viable option on the second team as well, because like, as long as the enemy is getting chilled, I know it stacks up to 50. I know it stacks up to 50, right? But if the enemy gets frozen, because Rimiruru can freeze as well, so that damage is additional damage for the Immortal Typhoon. Unfortunately, I don't have Rimiruru, so you need Lovely Kula can suffice. Okay, because like, the chill damage stacks up to 50. After that, it's forever there. Okay, so it's really imperative that you have Kula on the team, on the first team. Okay, so I'm putting the second experiment I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna use Jin. Why Jin? Because he's just like Takuma. Okay, he gains PG. I'm putting the Ryugo set on him, same as Takuma, because like, he's really squishy. But the problem is that Typhoon, this guy, compared to the Immortal Victor just stands there. This Typhoon moves around. So that's why it's very important that you have Kula to hold him down and to freeze him. Okay, but without Kula, you're gonna get pummeled. Like, his damage is really legit. The damage is really high. So I'm putting a Kaya set on Kula, because balance type like gets a lot more out of the Kaya set than the Noah set. Okay, so I'm gonna be putting damage on my character C, and yeah, the Kaya set. I'm gonna put the Kaya set on this guy, on this Lovely Kula. No, I'm just gonna put the Ryu. Yeah, so this is the one I'm telling you. I'm gonna put the maximum cooldown cards that you can get. So Chin and Ryo set on Kula. So that's what I was telling you, like, you're exchanging damage for PG gain. But the problem is, in this match, PG gain is not a priority at the moment. They're telling us to give the maximum damage that you can give to this character, giving him chill and freeze. Okay, you need to freeze him so that you can give a lot of damage. Okay, Chin gains 3% additional damage when attacking a blue element. This one in yellow, Takuma, gives 3% additional power when attacking a yellow element. That's why I'm putting Jin here. It's the same as Takuma, but he's purple. Okay, so I'm showing you guys that PG gain doesn't really matter here. Okay, even if you put PG cards like 3 Tekken sets, I'm not quite sure. I don't have Tekken sets, but like, you can see the big picture here. Okay, with the Yuri set, even though this Typhoon attacks a lot, okay, but you don't gain that much CP, you don't gain that much PG gain. So this mechanic is already telling us that he decreases PG gain. So you don't think about the PG gain. Okay, I feel like the good thing is you go with damage, pure damage, and cooldown cards. Okay, you don't need to put, you don't need to be like fancy putting like Elizabeth set there. You need a cooldown card. For me, you need a cooldown card to reset the skills as much as possible, because you gain more PG in giving you an active skill attack instead of you doing the basic attack. Okay, I feel like you need maximum cooldown cards on across the board on all of your characters to give the maximum amount of damage, and put all of your strongest cards on all of your characters. Okay, you don't need PG gain. Look at this. Initially I got to 2 million, 22 million damage. This one, I just equipped them with all of my PG gain cards. Problem is, you're exchanging again. I'm stressing it out. You're exchanging damage from PG gain. But the problem is, the mechanic is this, like Immortal Typhoon decreases your PG. So even if you put PG gain cards, it will not go up. Okay? It will go up if you use a lot of active skills. But in order to do that, you need to awaken that character. He needs to be awakened. And I advise you to use auto skill. Okay? Auto, not semi-auto. Auto skills. Why? So that there's no wasted movements. Okay? So they're gonna be attacking like crazy. So look at that damage there. 15 million from 22 million. Just imagine. Just imagine, like, I put all of my PG cards. The problem is their CP will decrease exponentially. Okay, if their PG decrease if their CP decreases exponentially, the damage will also decrease. Okay, provided if you have like 5-star awakened characters, you can just put the Ryo set and the Yuri set. But for me, it's not advisable. So you saw it already. The first one, I put PG gain cards. The second one, I even put Jin with PG gain cards. It doesn't stack up. Okay, guys. So my advice to you is, I know, sorry about this, that to tell you frankly, for the beginners, it's not for you. Okay, don't stress yourself out. Even mid game players, don't stress yourself out with this dungeon. Okay, just like casually, just go in and then do as much damage as you can. Okay, for me, damage is key. Damage is king. You need to YOLO it. So there's no tips, there's no tricks. You just YOLO the heck out of this dungeon. Okay, put all of your strongest cards to your characters and put everything on them. Put all cooldown cards. But this is the most important thing, guys. Okay, you need innate PG gain skills. Okay, so leadership skills is really important. Okay, so first team and second team, you need like 1 or 2 of your characters to have PG gain by both of them. So I advise using Ash as a PG gain on the second team with Gonits. Okay, and if you have Rimururu, you can put Rimururu on the third slot so that she can chill the enemy and give more damage. Okay, chill and freeze, like freeze the enemy and give more damage. But I'm using Katsura here. On the first team, I advise you to use like PG gain characters like Lady Zero. She hits hard, and put Nameless on that because she gains PG with Nameless. Okay, and put Lovely Kula there as well. So I'm gonna show you first the setup that I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna show you on the last part that what I did. Okay, so this one, I'm just gonna go with long PGs, long super, like Orochi, Orochi with the long super. So I'm gonna show you guys here. I put all of my strongest equipped cards on Kula, Nameless, and Orochi. Okay, so you will see here. So all of my strongest cards, both of them using Kaya, and Orochi is using the Noah. And then everybody's auto. Okay, I'm controlling Lovely Kula because I want the Ice Coffin to stick with that enemy. See, look at this. He's getting chilled and he's getting stuck up. Look at this. He's getting stuck up there. The important thing, very imperative, is when Kula is awakened, Lovely Kula is awakened, you need to be in the middle and attack him, like bomb all of your skills on this enemy. Okay, always go in the middle. See, look at this one. They're doing their supers. Okay, most likely you will do like 1 super if you don't have a PG gain leadership skill. Okay, so just look at this one. We're already 28 million compared to the first 2 runs. We got only 12 million and 22 million. See, we're already in 30 million territory here using only this one, but like I've just changed it with YOLO cards, your strongest cards. We're already in 34 million and there's still 9 seconds left. So 39 million. So okay, we're almost at 40 million. So it's still time. Okay, now 40 million. 40 million compared to the 2 runs without using any PG gain cards, okay? The thing is, his mechanic is like it. You don't need to use PG gain cards because like he's already decreasing your PG. So that mechanic is already gone. So I think this dungeon is just like the spider dungeon. It's for like mid to end game players who has lots of cards, who has lots of imprint stones. Like you need a lot of imprint stones. Me, I don't have an imprint stone, but I can still deal 40 million damage. What if I have imprint stones? So but still, I don't want to put imprint stones on my characters at the moment. I just want to like sit down and just relax and chill out. So 40 million is good enough for me. Okay, so you've seen on the first run, you see there, it's like I dealt 63 million damage, and hopefully this one I can overcome the 63 million damage and with this trick. Okay, so my tip, go YOLO, but you need a character who can freeze on the top, the first team who can freeze and chill like Lovely Kula, and on the second team it's much better if you have Rimiruru. That's the only thing that I can think of. I'm planning to put the Kula, swimsuit Kula, on the second team so that she has a chill, but like she doesn't have a freeze. The problem is that like the chill damage is only applicable on the first team, but the freeze is applicable on both first and second team. Okay, so this one is still in experimental stages, but one thing is clear: YOLO the heck out of this dungeon. Okay, you don't need to stress yourself. You just YOLO it, and then like if you get like that amount of damage, then be happy, be content with that. Like if you don't want to be contented, like just look for possible combinations, but like I suggest leadership skills with innate PG gain is very important. Okay, so I'm gonna be putting my Lady Zero because she's the highest attack type that I can muster. Plus, she has an innate PG gain for Nameless. So the second mechanic is if it's a defense type, it's much higher damage. Okay, so yeah. And then I'm gonna be removing this one. I'm gonna put all of my strongest cards. I'm gonna put the Mad Tea Party, or it depends, Mad Tea Party or Noah. But I think maybe I'll go with Noah, Mad Tea Party later. Maybe I'll go with Mad Tea Party. Let's see. Mad Tea Party. Still contemplating on that. Maybe a Mad Tea Party would do, because like if he hits critical, like yeah. Plus Katsura has a lot of critical hits. I'm using Katsura because he's a green unit as well. Okay, Ash complements Gonitz and Katsura. Plus they have a long long animation. Okay, so even with this, even with the this one doesn't really stand out. It's not really good, so I need to just put on like the Mad Tea Party set. I think that's the highest damage output that I can get. I need to swap it. So just put your strongest cards on your characters. You need Kula. It's very imperative you need Kula on top first team, okay, so that the chill damage can stack up to 50, and that's it. Even if you don't have chill damage on the second team, it's okay. But if you have a freeze mechanic on the second team, it's much better, because that's the third mechanic that this dungeon implies. If you freeze an enemy, he gets more damage. Okay, so the chill only applies on top because it stacks up. Okay, but I'm still finding out maybe Lovely Kula, the swimsuit Kula can be applicable on the second team. But you need 1 or 2 characters who are in sync together. For example, Ash and Gonitz. He has a PG gain of 20%. That will benefit Gonitz because I'm gonna be using Gonitz as my main attacker. Okay. While on top, I'm gonna be using Lady Zero because Nameless can do by himself. Okay, because Lady Zero is the one who is attacking, who's hitting more harder than Nameless. We'll see. I'll let you see this one. Okay. So the third character on the top, which is Lovely Kula, doesn't really get benefit from the leadership skill, but you will see, even without that, with that auto, if you put it on auto, there's no wasted movements here. So you saw previously that like Lovely Kula just she can only use one super. So I'm gonna let you see here. So you also saw on the first 2 runs that Nameless can only do 1 super. So with the PG gain here and all cooldown cards, because you need to go back to the basic, okay? See, I can cast my super here now. Back to basic, like you gain more PG if you use your active skills. If you have 2 cooldown cards, you are much more. So see, look at this. He's casting his super quite faster than the previous 2 runs, and it's crazy. That's crazy. See, even Lovely Kula casts her super like auto attack. See, she's spamming like crazy in the middle there. Spamming like crazy. You spam. I'm just controlling Lady Zero. What if I have 5 PG of Lady Zero, so more CP, but still I don't have, unfortunately. But I'm just gonna be showing to you guys the trick that I've discovered. No tricks involved, just YOLO the hell out of this guy. But you need a leadership with PG gain in conjunction with your second character. See, look at this, we're already at 26 million. So this is his second super. So the first and second team didn't do second super, like Nameless didn't do 2 supers. And this is like, I'm not quite sure, it's my 3rd super already. See, even Lovely Kula's doing her second super. See, we're already at 37 million, 38 million, 39 million. So we're out of the 40 million mark. We're already 41 million, 42 million. Now I'll be swapping with this team. I need to use Gonit's. So I'm using Gonit's 3 PG card because I need maximum damage on this enemy. I need fast supers so that I can give a lot of damage, and to cycle on with my second super. You will see here, okay? It's already in. Plus, he's moving all around. Sometimes his first super, his basic super, cannot hit this enemy because he's moving around too much. The 3rd super would be beneficial because it's like half of the stage AoE. Okay? That's why I'm using his 3rd super. Plus, it's a fast skill. You can still use your awakened skill while you're finished with that. See? I'm already back on my second super. Just see this one. PG gain is important, but you don't equip it with your character, okay? You get the PG gain from the leadership because you're sacrificing the CP gain for the PG gain, okay? It's very important, the leadership with PG gain. And look at this one. I'm already in 62 million. There's still 17 seconds left. Just spam your skills away. So guys, I don't have awakened, I don't have like imprint stones on these characters, okay? So it's already 6 seconds. See, I can cast that, and then I might cast again my 3rd skill, hopefully, but we'll see. Think no. So look, 68 million damage. So I broke my record, my previous record. I'm now in silver 5, thank God. I'm happy with this run, really happy with this run. 68 million damage. It's a new record for me. So see, there on top, it's 42 million compared to the 25 million. I think what's lacking down below is the frozen mechanic, okay? On top, because the enemy is frozen and chilled, that's why we're giving a lot of damage compared to the second team. But we'll see, I still need to experiment on that. But like as you can see, PG cards doesn't work, okay? Even Jin doesn't work. You need to throw away what you thought about, like you can do it the same as Victor. It's not, okay? And this match is just for mid and end game players. You need really strong cards and an innate leadership skill, plus a chill and freeze mechanic on the first, and on the second a freeze mechanic as well, because the chill damage is already stocked up on the first team. Okay guys, so I hope I've enlightened you on how to approach this Immortal Typhoon. This is really hard. It's really hard. So I think I'm happy with my 68 million. I think I can't really go out of this. Like, look at this. Like, everybody's hacking here. You can't really damage this with that. Like, there's a lot of people who are hacking here. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, the only thing, the good thing is like when you go in gold 5, but that's 145 million damage. I can't really give that much output because like I don't have strong imprint stones on my characters, and I didn't like, they're not yet max awakened. So if you're an endgame player, you can go ahead and do a lot of damage, maybe using my method, the YOLO method. I call it the YOLO method, not thinking anything. You only think of putting the leadership with PG gain, okay, and freeze and chill on the first team, and maybe just freeze on the second team. So I think that's it. So I hope I've enlightened you guys on how to approach the Immortal Typhoon. So unfortunately, for the newbies, it's gonna be difficult. For the mid, it's gonna be difficult, and even the end game players are having difficulty. But still, at least we're getting some rubies. That's the good thing about that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Like and subscribe. This is 2300 Gaming, and yeah, I'm just gonna show you what I did. Like, look at this. It's fully maxed. Like, this is my put all of your best cards here. So best cards, I don't have like 3 kaya, sorry. So you put your best cards on your characters, okay? So I hope I have enlightened you on how to approach this dungeon. So I hope you guys like this video. So if you like this video, support me by subscribing, and we're almost at 500 subscribers. So once 500 subscribers hits, I'm gonna be putting on my personal trivia on what I do as my job. That's my that's the trivia that I'm gonna be putting to you guys. Look, hopefully we can reach 500. Hopefully by the end of the year we reach 1,000. That's the goal. And yeah, hopefully you like this video. Like and subscribe again. This is 2300 Gaming, and I'm out. See you guys tomorrow, and comment on the comment section on what you think your technique is. And I'm out. Peace.